65 miles an hour, or not 60, 45 miles an hour.
I'm surprised they opened up to at all.
Somebody,
but it really isn't that windy right now.
Help me, please, somebody.
Yeah.
I ain't working right.
65 knots.
Yeah.
Whatever
65 knots. This is, I think this is cool. I've known this guy.
Huh.
We worked together at KLEU in Waterloo.
I have a story to tell about that.
Please.
1972.
Yep.
That's when
I remember
we first got together.
April, big snowstorm that year, and you and me, Jan was out there, a couple other guys, and we got snowed in for 2 days.
Yeah.
And we started to play Christmas music. It was April, but it was all kinds of snow. Then people were bringing us food on the toboggans. And,
snowmobiles.
Yeah, all for 2 days. Fun. Slept on the floor. I mean, how old were we? 20-something?
God, yeah.
Well, you can't sleep anywhere when you're that age.
I think, I was 22 or 23.
Yeah, I would have been 20. We're about the same age.
Yeah.
Graduated same year.
Well, I'm 76 now. Be 77 in January. Isn't
that
ridiculous?
What am I? I'm 76 now. I'll be 77 next summer. So you're a little
just
older
a
than
baby. But anyway, Kelly Neff. We've known each other since 1972 when we met at the New Clue.
Yeah.
Your daytime friend.
Yeah, that's right. I had to sign off at 4:30 in the afternoon.
You know something? I love that shift.
I bet you did.
Especially in the wintertime.
Yeah, in the wintertime when our boss then decided to elope.
Yeah, HB?
Yeah, not tell his wife. Then I ended up doing mornings, and then I didn't have to get there in the winter till like 7:30.
Ooh, 7:30 much different from now.
Yeah, really.
I've tried to talk him into it, but he won't listen to me.
No.
Anyway, excuse me.
This book.
Kelly's has been in radio. What, 50-some, 60?
Yeah, I started when I was a senior in high school. No, actually, about the fall of '66. I started.
Okay, so I started in 65.
Wow.
You've been in it 59 years.
Wow. Feels like it, too, doesn't it?
It really does. It seriously does. Anyway, you wrote the book, put this together. It's called Funtastic Oldies Trivia. I've been looking through this book. There's a lot. I mean, you got puzzles. I don't know how you did all this stuff. This is very ambitious.
Oh, yeah, I just thought of it one day. It kind of, what did they say on Baywatch? It reeks of effort.
Well, and I've been in this as long as a couple months longer than you, and I thought I knew pretty much, played all these songs. I didn't know.
Really?
I didn't know a quarter of this stuff that you put in. This is really a fun book. It's got puzzles on it, crosswords, a lot of trivia, and if you were ever into rock and roll from the late 50s on, this book is just your answer to fun. It really is.
There's stuff like, name these top 40 hits that repeat one or more words in the title. Like Johnny Mathis and Denise Williams. Too much, too little, too late. So you report, stuff like that. The Vicki Lawrence, the night the lights went out in Georgia. Stuff. Mm-hmm. You really got to think a little bit.
Right, sure.
Yeah, it's got, here's this, find the Hall of Famers, individual Hall of Famers, and you got all the letters and everything. This is fun.
Yeah.
How the hell did you do this?
I don't know. It took a while.
How long? Seriously. How long?
And what I'm more proud of, I think, is the research in the back of the book with all the one-hit wonders.
Yeah.
Tells like I was just telling Jim here that about Derek and the Dominoes, which he already knew, about how one guy after the band broke up killed his grandmother. and went to prison for 16 years to life. You know, there's stuff like that in here. Really nighttime reading.
Okay, how? I mean, how? How long were you putting this together?
How long?
Yeah.
Oh, 2.5 years probably.
Yeah, I'm sure it takes a lot of research and time, and you probably had to self-edit. You know, I don't want it to be too long or too short or whatever. But the neat thing, as Steve said, is it's not quite a coffee table book, but it's one of those things that you can pick up, do a couple of chapters or a chapter, or even a couple of pages, and then come back to it. It's kind
of really, like a bathroom reader.
Yeah.
I would not take this in the bathroom. It's too nice of a book. No, but I mean, okay. Joey Powers, Midnight Mary.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what he says about Joey Powers.
Joey Powers and the New Dimensions and
Joey Powers Flower.
Yeah.
He had all kinds of bands.
Yeah, he ran a booking agency in New Jersey, a recording studio, recorded artists such as the Kinks, Jethro Tull, and Aerosmith. You don't realize a lot of these guys. My favorite, a guy that I got to know, I did Oldies shows for a promotion company, and like Bobby V.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't know. Bobby V was played background keyboards and guitar for the Beatles, and went on working with the Stones and all these people. You don't realize that these teenage heartthrobs of the early 60s, for instance, went on and had careers in music that actually were more lucrative than their hits were.
Yeah. Well, once they're off the charts, you just never think of them because somebody else has taken their place.
Yeah, it's what have you done for me lately kind of a deal.
You mentioned Joey Powers, moved to Russia and founded a Christian orphanage. Now, who would have thought that from a guy who said, "Meet me at Midnight Mary"? You know?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff in here. The publishing company sent us a whole box full of them, and they sent us 25. We have 15 left. They're not on sale online yet because the publishing company kind of messed a few things up and sent some out that shouldn't have been sent out. And so they had to redo the whole thing. But anyway, we have 15 of them left. If anybody wants one, we have them now because they're not available online yet.
And where will they be available?
We were hoping Amazon, Barnes & Noble, places like that. And we sent the publishing company a list of bookstores all around eastern Iowa, northern Iowa, and all that stuff. And hopefully they'll get that all taken care of. They've been a little slow at doing some things because we started the publishing part of it 8-9 months ago, and it still hasn't come to fruition yet.
So if somebody wants one of those 15 copies that you have left, how do they go about doing it?
Well, they can just contact me. I got an email address that I can, if people want to write it down, it's just kellyneffradio@gmail.com.
That's simple enough.
Yeah, and we'll get it to them. If they live in Johnson County, we'll hand deliver it. We won't even have to worry with postage. So I sent one to a guy in Florida who bought one, and some people in Colorado bought a couple of them that my wife worked with before she retired.
Well, you wanted to give it, and I wouldn't do it. I know. Let you give me one.
Yeah, I wanted you to have one, and you insisted on paying for it.
I wanted one.
Okay.
Here's Bob Lynn, one of my favorite songs out of the. I remember saying, "Here's a brand new song." God, I mean, this really puts me in my place.
Okay, yeah. Bob Lind, is that who you're talking about? Bob
Lind, Elusive Butterfly.
Of Love, yes.
Yeah.
Good one.
After he retired, he wrote 5 novels and plays and screenplays.
Oh, wordy.
And he began recording again in 2004. I mean, yeah, you don't realize, how these people, they disappear from the charts, they disappear from the radio. But they do go on.
Just above that, Ketty Lester. Let's see if Jim knows who Ketty Lester is.
I have no idea.
Love Letter Straight from My Heart. But she played Helen Grant on the soap opera Days of Our Lives, and Hester Sue Terhune on Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, okay, that I knew. That I know.
Things that you
She
learn.
also was one of the first guest stars on American Bandstand when it went national.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
because I know that.
I
should have put that in here.
I've collected these tapes. The last artist to guest star on the daily American Bandstand before it went to Saturdays.
Yeah.
It's Sally Go Around the Roses.
Oh, the Janettes.
The Janettes.
Yeah, they're probably in here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 64. They went Saturday only.
63.
63.
Yeah. And
okay.
In September of 63, they went to Saturday.
Wasn't as much fun then.
It really. It was different. Yeah.
Well, see, I grew up. I wouldn't say significantly younger than you, but I grew up just knowing Bandstand as a Saturday show.
Ah, right.
So I mean, I wouldn't know anything about the weekday show. So
you missed out on a lot of fun. You get out of school and you'd hustle home because it started about 3:30. Yeah. Then they broke a half hour for the Howdy Doody show, and then they came back to American Bandstand.
Well, I remember they had the Raiders had a summer show.
Where the action is.
Yeah, that was on weekdays.
The action is, and then Happening.
Happening
68.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then Happening 69.
Didn't happen for very long, but it happened in 68.
They were a hard-working group back then, boy.
You know what I couldn't figure out about where the action is? They're in Los Angeles. They're on the beach, and they're playing their electric guitars while standing in the ocean.
Something wrong about that scientifically, isn't there?
Never thought about that till years later. How'd they do that?
That first was a pilot on CBS, and CBS ran it as a pilot, on 1 hour pilot. And then Dick Clark had this thing with ABC. They weren't interested until CBS ran the pilot, and then they picked it up.
Wow.
And I got to know Clark. And if you remember, we did an American Bandstand the weekend before I was unceremoniously let go.
Booted.
Well, they changed the format.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, they came in and Swede Clark said, we have a new owner, and the new owner said, yeah, we're going to go to big band. And I said, I don't know that I can see myself.
Well, we know why. I mean, who else was on the staff?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a guy we won't mention, unless you want to mention him.
Jim Knight.
Jim Knight, big band man from, WMT?
WMT.
Yeah.
He showed up at the station when they hired him. I didn't hire him. They hired him, and he showed up with a box of memos from WMT, and they were all criticizing his work, and he was proud of it.
I remember once we played a little rock and roll, not much, but the softer sound. Like we played For What It's Worth by Buffalo Springfield. Yeah. Remember the day when he asked if Buffalo Springfield was related to Dusty Springfield?
He had a flask in his
pocket. Couldn't go to work without that.
No, this book's really, if you're into rock and roll and trivia, and it's got everything. I mean, you have been amazingly thorough.
I like the one in which name these 2-word hits when both words begin with the same letter. And I give you the year, the artist, and what letter it is. You got to figure out. Like 1968, The Union Gap. WW.
Woman, right?
Woman.
Yeah.
The Royal Teens, SS.
Surfing Safari.
Short shorts.
Short shorts.
Who wears short shorts? There's stuff like that in there. People had fun with that, I think.
I'll bet. Yeah.
I didn't know Desmond Decker and the Aces. I didn't know that he did punk records.
Oh. There's a lot of things in there I didn't know until I started researching.
Yeah.
I'd have to call people that I thought might have some information.
Sure.
And of course, that newfangled, what do they call it? The WWW?
Yeah, the internets.
Yeah, well, that thing's still around.
Yeah.
And I found some things, and then I had to verify them all. And
well, sure, yeah, you can't
just publish it willy-nilly.
Yeah, one of my favorite songs that I've been criticized from 1976, Disco Dog.
How come he never did one like that? He was a disc jockey.
He did a Bob Dylan does Guns N' Roses song back at the old KFMH that should have been
destroyed before it aired.
A huge hit.
He got fired from his job just for talking about it. He didn't even play the record. He got fired. Wow. Of course, that was a big number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can get to, if they want to be one of the next 15, that's the only copies we have because we haven't worked out the details on putting it online. And, but they can contact me there at that email address. And once they're gone, though, they'll have to wait until it's online.
Yeah, and you'll update us, let us know when it is available online, and we'll make sure to mention it to folks.
We have calls into the publishing company as we speak.
I'm sure you do.
We've had 2 or 3 of them. We even had one this morning. They're from Pennsylvania, so they're way ahead of us in time. So there was somebody there. So we'll keep working on it and plugging away.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be surprised by some of the stuff you've dug up, like Ides of March.
Oh yeah.
The guitarist became an accountant.
Remember the Elegance, Little Star?
Yeah.
One of their guys, when there were no more hits, decided he wanted to work for the New York City Sanitation Department.
Wow.
Little information, bits and pieces that you can wow your friends and neighbors with at your next card party.
Well, there's all kinds of stories, especially in the genre of blues, where these guys, they were out doing the juke joints and stuff, and then, after rock and roll came around, they kind of retired and ended up getting jobs. One guy was a street sweeper in Memphis and got rediscovered, and the Rolling Stones kind of took a shine to him.
Yeah. He was like Bobby Boris Pickett, when he was driving a cab in Los Angeles when the Monster Mash was reissued in '73 and became a hit again.
Yeah.
It was news to him. He's driving a cab in L.A.
No, he was a disc jockey at one time. He died when he was 69. I have a cassette somewhere. You got a lot of detail here. My detail is as lax as can. I got all these cassettes, but only half of them are labeled.
Then you got to figure out, who's this?
But Bobby Boris Pickett was a successful disc jockey when he first recorded. I don't know what happened to him that he ended up driving a cab. But he first recorded Monster Mash, and it first went national when he premiered it on a Halloween episode of American Bandstand.
See, I didn't put him in the book.
And it became a graveyard smash.
I didn't put him in the book because, it was a hit twice. So
yeah.
He wasn't a one-hit wonder. He was... It was a one-hitter.
Well, and then he had Monsters Holiday.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh,
and the Monster Swim.
Yeah, the Monster Swim.
You guys are killing me.
The Monster Swim.
He was milking that for all it's worth.
Yes, he was.
He plays Monster Holiday during the Christmas season just to irritate.
It's a Monster's Holiday. You're up to no good.
A lot of his playlist selections are to irritate people, not necessarily me either.
I like to find the more obscure ones every now and then too.
Yeah,
that's good.
The only time he's ever called me on the Oldies show about a song I played was he was in the car going to get like bagels or something, and I was playing the record of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and he was not happy.
Oh, don't like that
I
one,
didn't say don't play it.
Well, no, he didn't say take it off the air. He said, "Are you playing Gordon Lightfoot?" I go, "It's the actual day anniversary," and I said, "That's why I was playing it."
That makes sense. Actually, I like that song, but
it's not everybody's cup of tea.
No, it isn't.
That's the neat thing about music. You like what you like.
Mm-hmm. Well, put that up against You Light Up My Life any day, and I'll take Gordon Lightfoot.
Oh, God. Seriously, I forgot a lot about these artists like the Flying... I played all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I forgot about them. Flying Machine.
We were disc jockeying.
Is that Rosemary song?
Pardon?
Was that the Rosemary song?
Yeah.
Smile a Little Smile?
Yeah.
That's it.
How do I remember that, Kelly?
Oh, that was before you. No, that was 16,
I was a child.
Yes, you were. You're just a kiddo.
Les Crane.
Oh, yeah, the Desiderata.
Yeah.
That's a piece of...
Les Crane had a show on ABC.
Yeah.
And it wasn't actually, he had like Oswald's mother on there.
Oh, wow.
And
so, like a talk show?
Yeah, at night. Yeah, it was opposite Carson. And he had this thing called a shotgun microphone. It actually looked like a shotgun. And he'd hold it up to the guests.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. But it actually was a pretty decent show. It was way ahead of its time as far as guests go.
Was it as good as Tom Snyder?
It was in that vein.
Oh, the same thing?
It was in that vein.
Weren't you on the Tom Snyder show?
Yes, I was.
I thought so.
I had gigantic collars and a Jufro and platform shoes, and I look ridiculous.
Well, not at the time.
That's on our YouTube
But
page.
in retrospect,
probably fit right in.
Honest to God.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the book.
Oh, I love this book.
Just sold one to Deb out here.
Yeah. No, I really do. Ed Burns is in here, my buddy. I met Ed Burns in Waterloo at the Wrestling Museum.
Oh, really?
And bought his book, Cookie No More, from him. He later returned the money to me. I sent him. I collect some old TV shows and stuff like Bandstand.
Sure.
And you can only get these shows. You have to go through these DVD stores in China.
Oh, yeah.
and so I ordered a 77 Sunset Strip complete series because you can't get it here.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't printed it because of copyright things. In it. So I got these and I sent him one after I met him. And he had my phone number and everything. He calls me up. He says, "This is great. Thank you very much. Now could you send me one with American language?" I hadn't watched it. It was all in Chinese. So I said, and the other ones were, in English.
You mentioned Dick Clark a while back. I still have the letter he sent to KLEU. Thanking us for doing an American Bandstand tribute, and
that's cool.
Signed and everything.
He was. Would you send me a copy of that?
I'm going to try and find it. It's been a while since I know where it is.
I had it, and I don't know. I got a box of crap.
Oh, I'll look for it.
Yeah, because he was so taken by that. See, I first met him in Davenport. My father, I just had started at the WGEN in Geneseo, your daytime friend. I was on a lot of daytime friends, and they're all dark now. But I met him at the RKO Orpheum, and he had me, I was backstage because my dad knew the guy that ran it and everything. And so I was backstage interviewing some of the acts, like Fabian was there and all this stuff. And Dick Clark signaled me over and said, "Can you help this guy with these boxes?"
What do you think, you were a janitor or what?
Yeah. So I was running. I thought I was great. I'm a gopher for Dick Clark, But I got to talk to him afterward, and then I sent him some, letters and stuff thanking him, and he had me show up at the next shows that they did in the Quad Cities, and help out and everything. And he kind of, I don't know why. I mean, I've been blessed in this. I've been blessed. And we did the thing at KLEU. Remember, he provided us with all the intros and everything. And then when I bought this station, he sent me a congratulations thing. Oh. He was really he was a very nice man.
You ever been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, either of you? There's a place in there that's dedicated to American Bandstand. They have the actual podium.
Oh, wow.
Picture of me standing at the podium that says cool. AB and all that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
It's really neat. I got that was fun. I went to that with Mary some years ago. But yeah, I pretended like I was Dick Clark.
Everybody would, I would imagine.
That was fun.
That's a dream trip for me to go there.
That's
there.
a good one. Don't put it in your GPS. We put the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in our GPS, and it took us to the airport.
There's probably an exhibit in the airport.
Probably.
Yeah.
When I got my navigation, first car I had with navigation, I thought, this is so cool. And my son had just moved to Davenport, so I put his address in there, and we're driving to Davenport, and it told me to turn into a culvert.
Mary and I were driving around once, and it told us to turn onto the nature trail, the Cedar Valley Nature, and we actually drove on it for about a mile. So,
yeah,
take them with a grain of salt.
They got a lot better since
when we moved back from Florida, we forgot to change the address at home, and we were somewhere and we didn't know how to get home, so we put home, and it says home is 2,322 miles away.
Your story with Mary's pretty neat too, because
yeah.
You dated in high school, right?
Well, I knew her when I was in the Navy in Ethiopia, and her sister was married to a guy I worked with in the Navy. So she said, well, you and my sister have a lot in common. So we started writing letters. We'd never met face-to-face. In fact, it took 2 years before we met face-to-face because we started just writing as pen pals. Mm-hmm. And like that Box Top song, my baby wrote me a letter.
Yeah.
And then as time went on, we kind of drifted apart, and then years later we got back together, and we were married. Don't ask me how many years.
A lot of years.
A few. Double figures anyway.
That's pretty cool.
It's about 14 years or so. So, yeah, it's an interesting story. Somebody said we should do a book on that, which we kind of did. We published 2 novels before this. One's called The Perfect Match, and one's called Go Away, Little Girl. There's kind of a sequel. Mm-hmm. How, of course, we changed the names. And I was a guy from Iowa who went to Austin, Minnesota to become a disc jockey at age 18, so we kind of patterned it after me. Met my true love there, and of course the things happen. And I won't tell you the whole story in case you want. That is on Amazon, by the way, in case you want to go find it. But we had a kind of a storybook life together. Now we're both retired.
See, my wife and I, she met me face to face, and I'm surprised that she wanted to marry me.
She's still here?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like those pictures on your Facebook about when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a disc jockey, They're fun. You guys seen those?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. They're fun. I like those.
Itty
wow,
bitty
look what
disc
Steve
jockey.
used to look like.
I was going places.
Yes, you were.
Little Sergeant Steve. He's still an NCO.
Yeah, at that point he wasn't head mate captain yet. All right, so that book is for sale.
Kelly Neff Radio?
Kelly Neff Radio at gmail.com.
And I would imagine if, say, you run out and you get requests for it, you'll probably get back to them and say it's available online now. So,
as soon as it's online.
Yeah, you'll let us know.
Yeah, it is. It's how much is this?
$18 is all.
It's well worth. This is really a neat book, and if you're into music,
and I'll autograph it too. I autograph yours, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you
awesome.
did.
No telling what I put on there, so don't read it now.
Yeah.
Space for rent.
You have a face for radio.
But I'll autograph them, and if they're in Johnson County, I'll just deliver them. That'll save us $4.47 as postage, is what we found out what it is.
Yeah, it's called Funtastic Oldies Trivia, and it really is really a fun book.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah. All right.
Kelly,
thanks, Kelly.
Good picture on the back of yours truly.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
All righty. Well, thanks for having me out here, and I appreciate it. And Tom's just itching to get in here, I know, so I'll say my adios.
All right. See you later.
You take care.
Yep.
Mighty 1630 KCJJ.
Hi, it's AJ Perez from Deary Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Iowa City. Deary Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Iowa City always works hard to give you a great deal that you can't pass up. We have a terrific inventory of new cars and trucks, previously enjoyed vehicles, and financing options that will make you